Welcome to our next session, our reflection. As I have already said, today we look at what is the main source of inspiration for those people who listened to the Samaritan woman, those who believe in him, in Jesus Christ, and those who left the town for the sake to encounter a person, Jesus Christ. Where is the main inspiration? In the witness given by a Samaritan woman, or in their own personal experience? There's a saying, every coin has two sides, meaning we cannot ignore the way the woman speaks to them, and on the other side, we cannot ignore the personal experience, inner experience of those people who listen to her, to such a point that many of them believe in him, meaning in Jesus Christ, and many of them, they left the town to go and encounter personal Jesus Christ. What does she say? There are two ways. We know that there are two ways of communicating our story, your story. On one side, you can communicate your story by words. Just simply you speak out your mind. You just speak out your knowledge, your experience, and so on. But there is the other way, which is the body language. Body language, the way you speak, the way you express your story. You communicate the truth you want to communicate to the others. Enthusiasm, joy, freedom, and so on. And I personally say that the body language is more powerful than the words. Sometimes we can speak things and people, they don't believe us. Because we speak in such a way that the body is totally disconnected with what we say. For example, if somebody speaks to you about God, and you can immediately have a sense if that person is really close to God, has that personal experience with God, intimacy, or he or she just speaks to you the knowledge. So the woman, her power of witness is that body language. She speaks to them with enthusiasm, with joy, with peace, with that sense of dignity. She communicates to them that the one, Jesus Christ, who told her the truth, does not condemn her. This is the main story. She heard the truth which she knew. She knew. But she was not capable of communicating that truth to herself. Maybe afraid, surely afraid. Maybe ashamed. But once Jesus speaks the truth in the context of love, intimacy, she opens up. She listens. She embraces the truth. She knows the truth about herself. And that truth sets her free. You remember the passage from the Gospel of John, chapter 8, verse 31 and 32. There's a nice translation, which I really personally like it. I love it. Jesus says, if you make my words your home, you become my disciple. And as a disciple, you come to know the truth. And the truth will set you free. The truth sets you free. But not everyone who communicates to you can bring the truth to your life. In a general, we are afraid of the truth, especially the truth which other people communicate to us. They try to tell us. But the truth which is communicated to you based in Jesus, in God's words, if you make my word your home, you come to know the truth, and the truth will set you free. So this is quite important for us to understand this thing. Only the truth, which is rooted in the Word of God, in love. The truth which is communicated to you in the context of love can set you free. You are not afraid. You embrace it. You are free. So the woman, the Samaritan woman, through her body language, she speaks to them, listen, I am free, full of enthusiasm, joy. And she tells them about the dignity. Dignity. She has recognized more. She embraces in the presence of Jesus Christ. The passage of John, chapter 14, verse 9. Philip comes to Jesus and asks Jesus, please show us the Father, and that will be truly enough for us. And Jesus says, Philip, how long I have been with you, and you have not yet come to know me? Anyone who sees me, in me, can see the Father. In Jesus Christ, you see the Father. So that woman in Jesus Christ can see the Father. What happens in your own life? You want to know the truth. You come to Jesus. You look at Him. And in Him, you see the Father. And what you see in the Father? That's a beautiful story. In the Father you see and you touch your own dignity, meaning the image and likeness of God. You embrace it. You love it. And you are free. You are truly free and you are happy. So now we look at the inner experience of those who listen to her. Surely there are people of success. There are people of respect in the town. People who can say, listen, our life is okay. Family, healthy, health, security. We have everything what we need. And yet, in that comfort, security, everything, whatever I need, there is that inner experience of fear, anxiety, emptiness. There is that moment of longing for the truth. But you see, it looks like, again, that they are afraid. They are afraid to communicate that personal truth to themselves. So they need someone. They need someone to come or to go to him and to tell them, listen, that is the truth about your life. But in such a context, such a way that they are not judged, but they are embraced with love. So that experience, their own inner experience, I would say, and I truly say, is the main source of inspiration, of believing in Him, in Jesus Christ, of leaving the town and going to meet personally Jesus Christ. I remember an experience, a young woman, 35 years old, a mother of 2 children, a wife. She comes to me and she tells the story about her life. And she says, you know, we have everything. We are healthy, children, life. We have everything what we need. And as she says, even more than we need. But yet, and that was the quite interesting story. But yet, there is always that fear, anxiety, and sense of emptiness in me. When she speaks that word emptiness, sense of emptiness, I can read her body language. It's very strong. It's very powerful. And she says, listen, I go to church almost every Sunday. I pray every day. And yet that sense of emptiness. And I say to her, you need only one thing. Leave everything. I'm not saying physically, but I'm saying leave the old frame of your mind. Your habits, daily routines, leave it. Go and encounter Jesus Christ personally. Just go to Him. And look at Him. Look into Him. And in Him you see the Father. And in the Father you will see your own dignity. Meaning, you will see, you will touch, you will embrace the image and likeness of God, which is right in you. I would like to invite you for our next session, which is about the journey. They left the town and went to encounter Jesus. The journey of those Samaritans. And the main frame of that journey, the main foundation of that journey is endurance to the very end. And yet the woman, Samaritan woman, is walking with them, encouraging them not to stop. Have a very good day, and God bless you.